Hey guys, it's Franco from my TM Cybersecurity Journey, and today this is gonna be a little bit of a rant. So, um, man, like this job market's a bit cooked, bruh. Straight up, straight up. On a serious note, um, this is kind of like for me to kind of reflect, like what I've been able to do so far. So, like in the first 3 quarters, 3 quarters, in the first quarter of the year, I managed to get my CCAD because people say it's like you need it, like it's a good cert. Um, I'm quickly finding out that honestly, jobs look for the CKA more. So that's a reflection I've seen. Like, I don't know why people recommend the CCAD above the CKA. I think the CKA is like that's definitely what they ask for more, at least in the government space. But honestly, the CCAD kind of related more to what I do in my current role because I work with managed clusters. I don't work with so like uh, like clusters set up from scratch, um, self managed. But it was still a really good cert, a really good cert for what it taught. And so like next thing I would say is like I got my RHCE. That is like supposed to be like a heavyweight, like that's supposed to like carry, uh, put the whole team on its back. But honestly, like there was only like a couple of roles that really like asked for it, and they reached out to me right after I got it too. I remember, but I wouldn't say it's like it's good, man. Like it's good, but it's not. It doesn't hit as much as it probably used to. Um, I still think it's like a solid start though, because like definitely it's brought up like in interviews, like at the people who are like knowledgeable that have interviewed me, like when they see that on my resume, they're like, "Oh shit, you have an RCE, like oh you have your RCSA." So I think they hold weight with the right hiring manager, but there's a lot of incompetent people that it doesn't. They don't know. And then I got my AWS SAA. I started getting hit up for a lot of jobs right after, but just a lot of weird experiences, man. Like I had one, like I know they poached me. They poached me, and then they threw me in the bin, bro. They poached me just to like, cause I know how it is hiring. Now that I've been working at the company I'm at, so I know they poached me to. Um, they went and were about to give me the offer, and then they went and gave it to somebody internally because they have to do that. They can't just like poach from like it's weird, man. It's a lot of weird office shit. So they like wasted my time and then they gave it to somebody else. And then another one, like halfway through the interview, it was me and another candidate. We were already moving on to the last round, and they went and changed the job requirements like midway. So it went from like a junior like platform engineering role to like a platform engineering role. Like I don't know how they just changed the requirements like midway. They're like, yeah, we're looking for someone more senior, even though they were asking for like entry level experience. So it was weird, like weird stuff like that. Like that's what's been happening. Besides that, it's like you get hit up by a recruiter and you respond, or they just like they don't even they ghost you, bro. But I mean that shit is changing. You guys saw Uber fired their whole HR team. Um, I had an experience where I applied for a job for a big company, and the AI read my resume and it saw I had these certs. It said, "Oh, holy crap, you have the RHC." And then a minute after I applied, it called me back, and it was like, "Hey, this is our new like recruiter outreach. We're moving to this like so basically like it calls you immediately instead of like waiting for somebody like weeks or months, because humans are slow." And it just like it asked me questions about my work experience that I got from my resume, and it asked me questions about the experience that I responded with in during the questionnaire. So it was like formulating its own questions, and like it was grilling me, bro. It was almost like a real interview. It was pretty interesting, and it was fully all automated. So that was pretty cool. Um, But yeah, I mean, I've gotten those certs now. I haven't really, besides those certs and like with my current cert stack, like I haven't felt the need to get any more certs because like what am I gonna get another cert for if I already got like three this year, three big ones, three hard certs. Like those are pretty hard, man. Especially like and the three certs that are supposed to hold weight, and I just haven't heard nothing, man. Like the market's not really market hasn't really been there for me to the pivot that I was trying to make out of this role. So it's been weird. Like I get hit up a lot. Like I'll tell you guys straight up on my LinkedIn, if I don't post, I get about 63 to 70 profile hits a week. A week. If I post, that doubles to almost 200. So a little bit over doubles, doubling, well over doubling. I think that's like 2.4x, 2.5x. So I mean, like the I haven't been posting because I mean I got my solutions architect in May, and I've just been like, man, like whatever. I might go for the CYSA plus. I don't know yet. I'm kind of just like chilling, but making and I made projects on top of that too. I made the Kubernetes lab that I've been working on for a minute. I posted that. My static S3 site hosted on AWS, and I even put on there like I didn't announce a lot of those projects, but I had a lot of projects on there that I like work on like on my own time. But yeah, it's like weird. The market right now is like I don't know how to like I've heard a lot of like stuff from like entry level folks like fuck they can't get hired. But I mean honestly it's because we've been in a recession. Like the AI bubble's real. The spending's crazy. They're just recycling the money. They're firing people so they can keep recycling the money, and eventually somebody's gonna end up with the hot potato. Um, but I think the government's already stepping in, so when that does happen, it won't really affect anyone. Uh, so I mean, you guys have seen the big SpaceX IPO. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and all the theories. But I mean, part of it is true, man. Like at the end of the day, SpaceX is actually an AI company more than anything because they have data centers and they provide computing power for Anthropic. They provide computing power for the government. They have a lot of computing power for Grok. Um, so it's pretty crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna end up happening. Um, I think we definitely are in a recession. There's definitely gonna be a market crash soon. Probably not this year, but I know for sure next year. Um, yeah, and I mean AI is still like not really known like that. Like I think a lot of people still don't know like AI because they work blue collar jobs and stuff. Like they just show up to work and go home. But I think for sure tech people have been hit the most. Because you gotta remember, there's like bubbles to everything. So somebody who works at construction is not gonna be on X chronically as much as somebody who's at a computer all day. So the mental strain on like a tech worker is definitely more because we're like at the computer, so we're always trying to what's going on now. But I can't say that there's any I can't say that there's any like AI certs that pop out right now. Like I think right now like AI certs are like the Wild West, and there's not really like you're just wasting your money if you pay for them right now. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to like take it the way you want, but that's what I believe. Um, Now I do deal with like AI every day. Like we get Cloud Code um, paid for by AFS, so I've done things like internal applications, developing MCP servers using fast MCP. I'm trying to actually get my game up in coding more because the need for like good code is actually like needed, bro. Because like this stuff can write code fast, but it's just like blah 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 blah. It just goes, bro. Um, so I'm actually having to become like a bit better at reading and writing code, believe it or not. Um, So it's forcing me to be better for sure. Um, but yeah, I don't know what the market wants, man. Market's weird. I've tried wanted to go into DevOps, but they're asking like 5 years at the moment. I think I only have like four, so I'm almost there, and I have the certs. Um, but a lot of their job requirements right now are weird. So I'm going back to WGU. You guys are gonna see WGU content again. July 1st, I start my bachelor's in IT management, which I think is the cheat code. Honestly, I think the bachelor's in cybersecurity is a waste of money. I think everybody should just do the bachelor's of IT management because I'm transferring in like 79, 71 credits from Sophia. You could even do like an extra 9 credits on. I'm actually coming in with a lot more credits. I have the report somewhere, but I'm coming in with like a lot, and I don't have that many credits left. I think I have about 15 classes when I transfer in, and they're all easy. Because when you do the Bachelor's of Cybersecurity, it takes a long time because there's a lot of certs. The Bachelor's of IT Management, I like did a bunch of that on Sophia. I didn't pay for study.com because study.com was asking, it was all upper level courses, and it was asking $200 for me to do like three, 4 classes. I'm like, hell no. Hell no, I ain't going, nah, bro. That's crazy, bro. I can just do that at WGU, and I'd rather do WGU, and I can probably just knock it out in the 6 months for sure, bro. Um, Especially because I grinded all the credits on Sophia. I did all those credits in like a month and a half. So, um, I was just staying up. I was doing it for like staying up early in the morning, staying up early in the morning. On the weekend, I was doing it all day. Um, my girl was supporting me, man, so she helped out. Watching the kiddo and stuff, man. She knows I'm grinding, but yeah, I'm trying to get my bachelor's because it makes you have more experience, believe it or not, from what I've spoken to people and from the roles that I'm trying to break into. They consider it as part of your experience, so it'll help me qualify for mid level and senior roles. So that's my main goal right now. Um, I have the certs. I know I can get like any cert in the world. Like it's not hard. Certs are pretty easy. Like so that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to know like what are you guys like working on? What are you guys doing? What are you guys seeing in the market? What are your guys' goals? Um, I want to kind of engage with the community more. I want to do stuff for the community more. Because a lot of you guys have been supporting for 3 or 4 years now. You guys have literally seen me get to, from just being a little, little runt, 18 years old, trying to break into tech, and now I'm here at 23 and um, just turned 23, and I'm like, what's next? Which I know what's next. I'm learning. Bachelor's is going to be a big thing, and eventually I want to do the master's in cybersecurity. So that's how you do it. You do the bachelor's in IT management, which is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then you go and you do the master's. You only need 2 certs because the other ones are optional. I believe you only need the CYSA Plus, and the Pentest Plus. The other ones you don't have to take. You just do the class, and you can claim the voucher at the end of the class after if you want, but it's optional. So the masters can be done, and you can go in with the CYSA Plus and the Pentest Plus, and you have a masters, pretty much. Um, After you do your capstones and stuff. So yeah, I'm about to finish this bachelor's in IT management. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think one thing that is a big misconception, like people need to be more clear about this. You can break into tech without a degree, but if you want to make it in tech, you're gonna need a degree at some point. If and it's not required, but it's just gonna take time. It's gonna take time. A lot of people, and that's fine for a lot of people. I think a lot of people like don't mind cruising here and there, but I want to move. I'm impatient, so my mind is a bit different all the time. Um, I think that's a big source of my stress is my impatientness, but honestly, it's what pushes me if more than anything. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. But what are you guys working on? What are you guys seeing in the market? What are you guys doing? Any wins? Any losses? Like, be honest. Leave a comment down below. What kind of content do you guys want to see? I tried doing a little bit of technical content, but it wasn't really hitting. Like I made the labs for the CCAD, and um, yeah, that shit was getting no views. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna spend my time making another 28 videos. The only one that you guys for sure liked was when you guys requested for the RHCE. So I gave you guys a video and a lab for that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to talk with you guys in the comments.